A very good day to you all. My name is Pastor Lawrence Mazenge and welcome to Daily Inspiration. Today we are reading from the book of Psalms chapter 124 verses 7 to 8, and the Bible says, "Our soul is kept as a bird, and out of the snare of the fowlers the snare is broken and we are escaped. Our help is in the name of the Lord, who made heaven and earth." Our message this morning is titled, "The Traps Will Launch You." Ladies and gentlemen, this is a psalm that is being sang by someone who is explaining the experience of Israel, who is explaining the grace of the Lord that was upon the nation of Israel when they came out of Egypt. I want you to understand that when you have got enemies in your life, their duty is to set traps for you. If your enemies are not setting traps for you, then they are not yet enemies. Once they graduate into real and genuine enemies, they'll be setting traps for you each and every day. When Israel came out of Egypt, they came out of the hands of Pharaoh by the strong hand of the Lord. But they met so much opposition from Balaam and Balak, from the Midianites to the Amalekites. There were lots of people that were waiting for them. There were lots of people that were waiting to destroy them. But every trap that the enemy was setting upon against the children of Israel became the launch to launch them into the next level. That is why the Bible says when they entered into Jericho, when the two spies entered into Jericho, Rahab said, "We all know what God did unto your enemies previously, where you were marching from. Now the whole city, there are no more men in the city. They are all shaking and shivering with fear because they know what the Lord had done." So instead of the traps that the enemies were setting to dislodge the children of Israel and bring them back, the traps were actually launching them into the next level. The traps were releasing fear into the next level. I want you to understand, you are not the first one to be trapped. Joseph was trapped by his brothers and they sold him into the land of Egypt, not knowing that they were launching him to the governorship post in the land of Egypt. Saul was hunting David each and every day, setting traps against him, but he was launching him into the throne because the children of Israel began their favor upon Joseph. Their liking of David upon David grew each and every day. Why? Because the enemy was setting traps against him. Let me tell you that never worry about traps that are being set against you. Those traps are launching you into the next level. When Jesus was crucified, the devil thought he was done with him. The devil thought he was finished with him, but he was launched into the next level of redemption. He would not have redeemed us without being crucified on the cross. That trap actually launched him into the next level. I want you to understand, don't worry about the traps that are being launched against your life. Don't focus on the traps that are being launched against your life. There is God in heaven who is going to release you against those traps. When we read the Bible in the book of Esther chapter 6 verses 10 to 11, it says, "And then the king said to Haman, Make haste and make the apparel and the horse as thou hast said, and do even so to Mordecai the Jew that sitteth at the king's gate. Let nothing fail of all that thou hast spoken." Then took Haman the apparel and the horse, and arrayed Mordecai, and brought him on horseback through the street of the city, and proclaimed before him, "Thus shall it be done unto the men whom the king delighteth to honor." This was Haman who had set a trap against Mordecai. He did not know that he was the one who was going to be held by the trap that he had set against him, and the trap caught him, and he became the prey to the trap. And also he launched Mordecai into his next level because of the trap that he had set. I want to tell you something. If you are a true child of God, if you truly fear God, don't worry about the traps which your enemies are setting against you. They are about to launch you into the next level. My name is Pastor Lawrence Mazenge, and this is Daily Inspiration. God bless you and have a good day.